Yes, people, welcome back to another episode of Road to Travelling. And this one's going to be a bit of a guide on how I'm actually going to be able to go travelling, the step by step system that I'm using, and how the past 6 months have benefited me and impacted me to learn what I've learned to get to the position of knowing how to even have a plan to go travelling. So on March 6th was the day I started my journey, and since then I've grown so much and realised a lot of things to do with life, to do with business, and I've learnt a lot. So I thought I'd just drop a bit of value and show you what I've learnt and how I've actually overcome these situations. So to give you a little insight into the person I was before to the person I am now, the person I was before was the guy that was going out drinking, spending his time completely wrong, but wanted more for himself, just didn't know where to look. Maybe didn't have the network of people to actually bounce off and share ideas with to grow and become a lot better in the business that you're doing. So then when this opportunity was thrown at me, I had to take it with everything that I had and give it my all. From day one, I give it my all in everything that I've done, whether that be content, the trading side of stuff, building the business, everything I've done hard since day one. And I've not regretted that one bit. That's one of the biggest probably reasons I'm still here now and the reason why I've grown so much in such a short amount of time. One thing I've religiously done since day one is personal development, and a lot of you might not even know what personal development is. The way I look at personal development is day in, day out, trying to become 1% better, whether that be listening to an audio every single day for a month, actually taking on what the audio has to offer and just growing. Just putting yourself out of your comfort zone, taking on challenges that you wouldn't usually take on, and actually becoming better in whatever aspect it is in life you're wanting to become better at. And this is going to allow you to grow a lot quicker than you think. It's going to allow you to build your development inside yourself to then later down the line, be a very, very disciplined person and be able to literally do anything you want to put your mind to. And with personal development, it's one of them things you just generally cannot outlearn, out earn. You can never be personally developed enough to stop doing personal development. And this is one of the things that my mentor told me earlier on when I started my journey, is that was only one thing that you can never ever out earn or out learn, and that is your personal development. You can never out personally develop yourself. And there's so many challenges that I actually had through my journey, whether that be speaking at events, speaking on a call, taking my first one-on-one opportunity call on, actually going out and speaking to people in person and providing the opportunity. These are one of the biggest things that I didn't really want to do, but I did it because I knew that then I'm going to grow from that and I'm only going to get better at it by doing it. And it's as simple as that. Taking action in the things that you don't want to do is going to allow you to grow and become such a better person doing that. Also with my trading journey, I've blown accounts. I've had all sorts. I've had emotions where I've made loads of money and then blown it all. It's not good, and the trading journey has been a bit of a weird one so far. But I've learned so much from it. I now know to stick to the systems that we have in place, and that's why I'm so confident that I'll grow so much in the next 5 to 6 months to be able to go traveling. And that is because I'm so confident in the system we have. I'm so confident in myself using the system and not going against the system. And the system is just obviously using the right risk management, not over leveraging, not over trading, only taking the trade that you're meant to take with the right risk management and just doing the right thing every single time, no matter how confident you are in that trade going that way. Another thing that's probably been one of the biggest benefits in my journey is the network I'm a part of and the network that I've got. I have access to speak to some serious people in the industry that I'm in, whether that's trading, network marketing, like the content side of stuff. The ideas that I've actually taken on from people are just worth so much more than anybody could buy, and that's why everybody says your network is your net worth, and it's the same for a reason. It really provides you the right value and the right systems to use to be able to get to the position they're at. Imagine somebody's in the position that you're in and you can one-on-one talk with this person and they can tell you every step of the way they took to get to that position and how they did it. You can just follow that, copy their system, copy the steps that they took, and then the things they did wrong, don't do that. It's so powerful having that network and having the people to speak to be able to take it on. And the education that I plugged into day in, day out, took my time to go and get educated and, grow my knowledge, whether that be in the trading side, the crypto side, the stock side. And I'm getting education off some serious educators that have been in the business for 10 plus years. They know what they're talking about. and you have to get educated in what you're doing. It's probably another one of the most beneficial sides alongside the network, but it's kind of, connected slightly. You've got your network, which you can then talk to them one-on-one, and then you've also got the education, which is also a part of your network that's going to get you so knowledgeable in the business or industry that you're in. So that's how the past 6 months have gone, the ups, the downs, the things I've learned in the past 6 months and how it's got me to the position that I'm able to be in now. But now for the systems that I'm actually going to be using to get to the position I want in 5-6 months, that's going to be growing financially, growing in my network, growing personally, and growing in my education. So first of all, let's go into the finances side of how I'm actually going to be able to grow and be able to afford to go traveling and afford to live on my own terms. So this is going to be through trading, mainly I'd say through trading, which is going to mean that every single week I'm going to be investing a certain amount of money into my live account and taking one of the educators that I follow, taking her trades every single time she sends them out. And, the numbers don't lie from the past year that she's been sending in trades. So I'm going to be copying and pasting. It's as simple as that, her trades that are getting sent to me, and I'm going to be growing my capital through the job that I've got on the side. Well, my main 9-to-5 job that I'm still actually in. So that's the financial side. I'm also going to be able to, I'm also investing in stocks and then starting my own crypto portfolio. That'll be probably done in the next couple of months. But yeah, that's how I'm actually going to be able to grow financially to be able to fund the traveling. And then for growing personally, this is a bit of a weird one because you never know where you're going to be in a month or two's time. You don't know what position you're going to be in mentally. But all I can do is every single day do my daily habits, whether that be doing my exercise, making sure that I'm doing what I tell myself. That's the main thing. If I tell myself what I'm going to do at the start of the day or the day before, and I do what I'm going to tell myself, if I tell myself I'm going to wake up at a certain time, or if I tell myself I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, because that's going to build that personal trust up. And yeah, that's personal growth really. All I can really do is every single day become 1% better, do my daily habits, plug into the education and the calls we have to keep the fire up, because sometimes you might have days where you're feeling down, but then you'll jump onto a call and you'll be like, right, this is the reason I'm here. This is the reason I've stuck at it for so long so far. Why am I not going to carry on? Why am I not going to stick it out and put every single effort I've got in every single day? Because it's going to be a graft. It's going to be a grind. But I'm excited for it. I'm enjoying the journey. That's one of the main things. I'm really enjoying the journey. I've not got a goal where I'm like, I'm going to be happy and successful then. I'm happy and successful now because I'm working towards the goals that I've got in mind day in, day out. Another thing I forgot to mention financially wise is that I'm going to be ranked very, very soon. That's the only thing I'm working towards. I've been heavy on that today. So that's the next goal, to get ranked in the platform that I'm a part of, which is going to build another income stream, which then I can fund into my live account and grow the capital that I need to be able to make money to travel. And the team that I'm building kind of also stems into the network that I want to grow, and the network, I want my personal network to grow, because me growing my team is going to allow me to speak to the people that are higher up in our community and our network. And these people are people that I need to be getting to rooms with. They've got the serious knowledge in the industry, and they are the people I want to be daily communicating with. If not, getting in rooms with them and having conversations with them. But that's being done as of now. The growth is being done now. So then that leads me to be able to be impacted by these highly skilled individuals. But yeah, obviously the network needs to grow in my personal network, which is my team that I'm actually impacting, to bring in to help them make an income online. And that's powerful in itself, me being able to help people, and then people being able to help me and pass that information on down to the team I've built. And then to grow my knowledge on even further, I'm going to be plugging into daily education in our platform, which I'm doing anyway. That's just the standard daily habit for me, plugging into the education, forex, stocks and crypto, getting educated to know more about the industry I'm in, and not just to know more in depth about everything. Because you can never get too educated, you can never know too much. It's always good to plug in, even the small stuff that's, said pretty much in every single live. It's the repetitive things you need to know and the things you need to be keeping in your mind. Obviously with trading, every single live it's mentioned that, you need to use the right risk management. You need to be disciplined, and you need to have, you know, a plan in a system in place, and these systems and plans need to be followed. You can't just, you know, do your own thing, think that you're now an amazing trader because you're a week profitable. You know, it's a long-term thing. You can't just, you know, be an amazing trader just from watching a few education videos. You've really got to put your all and your effort into this. It's a skill that is forever learnable. There's always things to learn more about. But yeah, that's just going to be the education side of stuff, plugging into that day in, day out, and staying consistent with it. So that's basically my plan to be able to go and travel on February 1st. I've got a system in place to follow day in, day out. And in myself, I know I'm going to get to the position to be able to go traveling. You probably heard me say it a few times that I know I'm going to be able to get to that. Even though I'm in a position right now where I definitely can't go and just travel for 6 months. But like I said, the stuff I've learned over the past 6 months, what I now know I need to do is going to get done to then lead me to that. And it's motivating me day in, day out. The fact that I'm going to be able to go and travel, live on my own terms, become time free. How amazing would that be? Like, for you as well watching, how do you think you would feel if you was time free, you know, could work on your own terms, was able to go and do something like traveling? How do you think the feeling would be knowing you can get to that position, or you are in that position? And that's the way my mental side is working towards that now, is acting like the person that I want to be, which is the person that's going traveling, the person that is time free. I'm acting like that person now, which will then lead me to that in however long that's going to take. Hopefully it's done by February 1st, and that's the timestamp I'm putting on it. But we'll just see. We'll see on the journey. I'm going to carry on posting the daily updates, or the weekly updates, should I say, and how my journey is going, what I'm going to be doing differently. But yeah, the system is in place. Now all I have to do is follow it. This video is also kind of for me to look back at, whether that be on February 1st or whenever it is when I'm traveling, look back on and say, you know what, you had the system, you followed it every single day, you did what you said you was going to do, and you got to this position. And, you know, that's all I want for myself, is to be able to look back at this and think, you know what, like, you should be proud of yourself. You did what you said you was going to do. So for my future self watching this back, I'm proud of you for doing it. And I always knew you could do it. Just keep going forward and set new goals and go and achieve them now. And if anyone's made it this far in the video, watched and listened and thought, I'm very interested in what you're doing, I want to have a system in place, I want to learn an online skill, you know, my Instagram is always open to messages. I'm running opportunity calls day in, day out to provide people with the opportunity that I have at hand to go and show them what we actually do over here. But yeah, I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.